Good day, friends. You are welcome to my channel. My name is Oluwatoyin. Today we are going to discuss about chemical properties of alkanal and alkanone. In my last video, I've explained about three chemical properties of alkanal and alkanone. I've explained addition reaction. I've explained reduction of alkanal and alkanone to alkanol using reducing agents. Then I've explained reaction of alkanal and alkanone with Grignard reagents. So today we are going to talk about condensation reaction. We have 5 subchemical reaction under this condensation reaction. Then number 1 is reaction with hydroxyamine. Then 2 is reaction with hydrazine. 3 is reaction with vinyl hydrazine. 4 is reaction with 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. And the last one is reaction with carbazide. So let's define condensation reaction before we proceed. Condensation. Then what is condensation reaction? Condensation reaction is a chemical reaction between molecules to form a larger molecule with elimination of what? Of a smaller molecule. Reaction between two molecules to form a larger molecule with elimination of what? Of a smaller molecule. So during this condensation reaction, water molecule will be eliminated. So number 1 chemical reaction under condensation reaction is what? Reaction with hydroxyamine. Then what is the formula for hydroxyamine? That is, hydroxy is OH. Then the amine is what? Is NH2. So therefore, hydroxyamine is NH2OH. So NH2OH is the formula for what? Hydroxyamine. Is the formula for the chemical formula for hydroxyamine. So number 1, or the first part of it, is reaction between hydroxyamine and alkanal. Reaction between hydroxyamine and alkanal. Reaction alkanal with hydroxyamine. Alkanal with hydroxyamine. Then when hydroxyamine reacts with either alkanal or alkanone, a compound called oximes is formed. So let's take chemical reaction between alkanal and hydroxyamine. Then I'm going to use the general formula for alkanal to explain the chemical reaction before I use a named alkanal. So the general formula for alkanal is RCHO. This is the structural formula for our general formula. Then reacting with what? Hydroxyamine. This is our hydroxyamine. That's, I can write it as H2N then OH. I can write it as H2NOH. Then what will be our products? Don't forget that condensation reaction is a chemical reaction between two molecules. With elimination of water, because water molecule will be eliminated under this chemical reaction. Then how are we going to eliminate water? We displace the carbonyl oxygen. This is our carbonyl oxygen. That is the oxygen that is double bonded with what? With carbon atom from our functional group is called carbonyl oxygen. So we displace this carbonyl oxygen. Then the carbonyl oxygen will then react with hydrogen from hydroxyamine. from hydroxyamine. So removal of hydrogen from hydroxyamine will lead to the formation of what we call oxime. Oxime. So when you remove hydrogen from hydroxyamine, a product called what? Oxime is formed. So what will be our product now? It will now be RCH. Then the double bond we combine with what? The remaining part of the reactant particle, that is NOH. NOH. Then plus what? Plus H2O. Plus H2O. Plus H2O. So that is the product form. So what are we going to call the product form? Don't forget that alkana is also known as what? Aldehyde. We can call it aldose. Then the product will now be aldehyde plus what? Plus oximes. We call it aldoxime. Aldoxime. Hydroxine. So you name it according to the what? The member of alkanal. When you replace R with a known alkene. When you replace your R with a known alkene. So let's take a named alkanal. Let's take a named alkanal. So I will replace this R with an alkyl group. I will replace with CH3, which is methyl. Then followed by CH, then double bond O. Then you react with your what? Hydroxyamine. That's H2NOH. Then displace what? Water molecule. Displace water molecule. So your water molecule displace. Then your product will now be CH3. This CH3 followed by C with hydrogen. Then double bond. Then the double bond will connect with what? The remaining reactant particles there. So that's NOH. NOH. So what is the name of the product form? So this NOH is called oxime. Oxime. Then this compound is derived from what? From an alkanal. Then an alkanal with 2 carbon atoms is called what? Ethanal. Ethanal. Then plus what? Plus oxime. It will be called ethoxine. 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 So the product is called what? Ethoxine. Ethoxine. So let's move to a chemical reaction between alkanone now. Reaction between alkanone and what? Hydroxyamine. Reaction between alkanone and hydroxyamine. Alkanone and with hydroxyamine. Alkanone and what? Hydroxyamine. Then what is, let's take a named alkanone without wasting our time. Let's take a named alkanone. The general formula of alkanone is RCOR. Then I'm going to replace this 2R with what? With an alkyl group. I will use CH3. Then C double bond O. Then with this second R, then I'm going to use CH3. I've replaced this first R and the second R with CH3. Then you react it with what? With hydroxyamine, which is what? H2NOH. H2NOH. So according to condensation reaction, there will be what? Elimination of water molecule. Let's eliminate water molecule. So our product will be what? CH3. We have eliminated water molecule. So we are left with CH3. Then followed by the carbon atom with CH3. Then we have double bond here. Then the double bond will connect with our what? The second reactant particle here, the remaining reactant particle here, that is what? NOH. NOH. Then this NOH is called what? Oxime. Oxime. Then oxime plus, then the first part of the what? Of the structure is what? Is an alkanone. The first part of the structure is an alkanone. Then a member of alkanone with 3 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3. A member of alkanone with 3 carbon atoms is called what? Propanone. 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 So what are we going to call this now? Propanone plus oxime is you call what? Propoxime. 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 So the name of the product is what? Propoxime. Propoxime. Then number 2 is a chemical reaction between what? Alkana and alkanone and what? And hydrazine. Number 2 is reaction. So number 2 is reaction with hydrazine. Hydrazine. Then what is the chemical formula for hydrazine? Hydrazine is NH2, NH2, which can also be written as NH2, NH4. That is hydrazine. That is the formula for hydrazine. So reaction between alkana and alkanone and what? And hydrazine. So let's first talk about reaction with alkana. Hydrazine with what? With alkana. With alkana. Then the general formula for alkana is what? RCHO. So let's turn into structural formula. That will be RC double bond O, then H. That is the structural formula. So we react what? An alkana with what? With hydrazine. Then when alkana and alkanone react with hydrazine, it will give you hydrazone. To form what? Hydrazone. They form hydrazone. They form hydrazone. Now plus your hydrazine. H2N, then NH2. Then there will be what? Elimination of water molecule. Let's eliminate one molecule of water. Eliminate one molecule of water. So oxygen and hydrogen will give us water molecule. Then our structure will now be RCH, then double bond. Then we are left with NH2 here. So to give us NH2. So what is the name of the product? The name of the product is alkana, because this is an alkana structure. Alkana what? Hydrazone. Alkana hydrazone. Alkana hydrazone. So let's take a named alkana. Let's take a named alkana, the second member of alkana, by replacing this R with what? With an alkyl group, CH3, CH, then double bond O, plus H2N, plus your hydrazine, NH2, to give us. So you eliminate one molecule of water. Don't forget that condensation has to do with what? With elimination of water. When two molecules react together, then there will be what? Elimination of water. So you eliminate water molecule, then our products will be what? CH3. That is this CH3 with carbon atom, then hydrogen, followed by what? Double bond. So it will now connect with what? The remaining reactant particle here. That is NH2. That is the product form. Then from this product form, how can we name our product form? So you first name the what? The alkanal, the structure of an alkanal, then followed by what? The hydrazone derived from what? Hydrazine. Then don't forget that loss of hydrogen atom from hydrazine will give you hydrazone. Loss of one hydrogen atom from hydrazine will give you hydrazone. Then an alkanal with two carbon atom, an alkanal with two carbon atom is called what? Ethanal. So we call it ethanal. Ethanal. Then this is what? An hydrazone, because there is loss of what? Of hydrogen atom from the molecular formula of hydrazine. So we call it ethanal hydrazone. Ethanal hydrazone. Ethanal hydrazone. So let's talk about reaction between hydrazine and alkanol now. So this is for alkanal. So let's take the second part of it. Reaction between hydrazine and what? An alkanol. Reaction between hydrazine and alkanol. So alkanol, with alkanol, reaction with alkanol. Then the general formula for alkanol is RCOR. RCOR. So let's change it to structural formula. That will be RC double bond O, then R, plus our hydrazine. That is plus NH2, NH2, plus H2N, NH2. So this chemical reaction has to do with what? Elimination of water. Reaction between two molecules with elimination of water. So let's eliminate water molecule. Let's eliminate water molecule. Then our product will be what? RC with what? With the second R, then double bond. So the double bond what will be? It will be bonded with what? The remaining reactant particle. That is what? NH2. NH2. Then this RCR is from what? From the molecular formula of what? Of an alkanal. It from an alkanol. It is from the molecular formula of an alkanol. So what we are going to call it now? So since it is an unknown alkanol, we cannot name it. It is an unknown alkanol. So we call it alkanol. Alkanol. Then this NH2 is derived from hydrazine. And when there is loss of one hydrogen atom or hydrogen atom from hydrazine, it will give us what? Hydrazone. So there is what? Removal of hydrogen atom from hydrazine. So we call it hydrazone. Hydrazone. So the product will be alkanol hydrazone. So let's take a named alkanol. Let's take a named alkanol by replacing this R with what? With alkyl group. By replacing the R with an alkyl group. C2H5 is an alkyl group, which is what? Which is called ethyl. Then I will replace the second R with CH3. Then double bond O plus hydrazine. Plus hydrazine. So reaction between two molecules under condensation will lead to what? Elimination of what? Smaller molecule, e.g. water. So we are going to eliminate water molecule. So the carbonyl oxygen will displace. Then it will react with hydrogen here to give us water molecule. So therefore our product will be C2H5 followed by the carbon atom, then with CH3 up with an alkyl group off, then double bond. So the double bond will be bonded with what? With nitrogen and NH2, which is called hydrazone. So this structure is from an alkanal. Alkanal and what? An hydrazone. Alkanal and hydrazone. So let's name this alkanal. We are going to name what? The continuous carbon chain. 1, 2, we have 2 carbon atoms here, 3 here, 2 here plus 1, 3 plus 1, that is 4. So it will be the fourth member of what? Of alkanone. The fourth member of alkanone, which is called what? Butanone. So we call it butanone. Butanone what? Hydrazone. Butanone hydrazone. That is the name of the product form. Butanone hydrazone. So let's move to the third chemical reaction under condensation. The third chemical reaction under condensation is reaction with vinyl hydrazine. So the third chemical reaction under condensation is reaction with vinyl hydrazine. Then how can we obtain the chemical formula for vinyl hydrazine? That is reaction between vinyl from what? From benzene structure. That is C6H5. Then plus what? Plus hydrazine. So there will be loss of one hydrogen atom from hydrazine. That will be HN, then NH2. So the formula for vinyl hydrazine is C6H5, HN, then NH2. So which can also be written as H2N, NH, then C6H5. So I can also write this formula as in this form. I can write it in this form. So reaction between alkanal. Let's first take reaction between alkanal and vinyl hydrazine plus vinyl hydrazine. That's H2N, NH, C6H5. So I'm going to use what? The general formula for alkanal first. That is RCOOH plus your vinyl hydrazine, which is H2NNH C6H5. Then our product will be what? There will be what? Elimination of what? Of water molecule. Let's eliminate water molecule. Displacement of carbonyl oxygen. You displace this carbonyl oxygen. Then the carbonyl oxygen will react with hydrogen from the what? From the vinyl hydrazine. So therefore, our product will now be RC with what? With our hydrogen, then the bond, the double bond. So the double bond will connect with what? With vinyl hydrazone. Because when there's loss of hydrogen atom, loss of one hydrogen atom from vinyl hydrazine will give us vinyl hydrazone. So there will be loss of hydrogen atom now. So we call it an vinyl hydrazone. So that's NHC6H5. So what is the name of the product form? Then elimination of water molecule plus the water molecule that we eliminated plus H2O. So what is the name of the product form? This structure is from what? It is from alkanal. So we call it alkanal what? Vinyl hydrazone. Alkanal vinyl hydrazone. So let's take a named alkanal. So that I will be able to name our product form. Let's take a named alkanal. That's CH3, CH, double bond O plus our vinyl hydrazone, that's H2N NH, then C6H5. Then we give us what? Let's eliminate, then you eliminate water molecule. You eliminate water molecule. So our product will be CH3, then followed by C with hydrogen atom, then the double bond. So this double bond we combine with what? NNHC6H5, which is called hydrazone. NNHC6H5. So let's name the product form. Let's name the product form. Then this structure is from an alkanal. It is from an alkanal. Then an alkanal with 2 carbon atom is called what? Ethanal. Ethanal. So the name of the product will now be what? Ethanal vinyl hydrazone. Vinyl hydrazone. Alkanal vinyl hydrazone. Then let's move to reaction between alkanone and vinyl hydrazone. Alkanone and vinyl hydrazone. Alkanone with vinyl hydrazine. Alkanone now with vinyl hydrazine. Then the general formula for alkanone, I'm going to use a named alkanone because of our time. I will use a named alkanone. Then don't forget that alkanone is what? RCOR. So I'm going to use a named alkanone. Then I will replace this R with an alkyl group. That's CH3. C double bond O. Then the second R, I will replace with an alkyl group. This second R, I'm going to replace with CH3. Then plus our what? Our vinyl hydrazine. Plus vinyl hydrazine. That's H2N NH C6H5. So what will be our product? There will be elimination of what? Elimination of smaller molecule. That is water molecule. We eliminate water molecule. Then our products will now be CH3, then CH3, then the double bond we connect with what? With the vinyl hydrazone. Then double bond NNH C6H5. So let's name the product form. Then this structure, the first part of the structure is from what? It is from an alkanone. It is derived from alkanone. Then an alkanone with 3 carbon atoms, because we are having 3 carbon atoms from this structure. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 carbon atoms. An alkanone with 3 carbon atoms is called what? Propanone. So it will now be propanone, then vinyl what? Hydrazone. So the name of the product is propanone vinyl hydrazone. Propanone vinyl hydrazone. So let's move to the fourth chemical reaction under condensation. Number 4 chemical reaction under this condensation reaction is reaction with 2,4-dinitro-vinyl hydrazine. Reaction with 2,4-dinitro-vinyl hydrazine. reaction with 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. So let's first write formula for 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. The vinyl is the root hydrocarbon. The vinyl is the root hydrocarbon that is derived from what? From benzene structure. It is derived from benzene structure. So loss of one hydrogen atom will give us the vinyl. Then we have 2,4-dinitro. The nitro is what? Nitrogen 4 oxide. Nitrogen 4 oxide, that is NO2. So the nitro is nitrogen 4 oxide. If this is the first carbon atom, 1, 2, that is the first nitro we attach to the what? The second carbon atom. So NO2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. The second one we attach to the what? The fourth carbon atom. That's another NO2 here. So before we now talk about our what? Hydrazine. Hydrazine. This is vinyl. This structure now is what? 2,4-dinitrovinyl. Then we attach our what? Hydrazine. Hydrazine. So hydrazine is now what? NH. Then NH2. NH2. So this is the structure of 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. The hydrazine is NH2 because there is loss of one hydrogen atom here to connect with what? The vinyl. To connect with the structure of vinyl. Then the 2,4-dinitro, the first nitro is on the second carbon atom. The second nitro is on the fourth carbon atom. So this is the structure. So this is the structure of 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. So we are going to take reaction between alkanal and 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. So let me bring the formula for 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine to this side. That's NH2, NH with So reaction between alkanal now and 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. Alkanal with 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. So this time around, I'm going to use a named alkanal. The general formula for alkanal is RCHO. So I will replace this R with a known what? With a known alkene. With a known alkene. Then let me use CH3. CH3 is an alkyl group. So I've replaced R with CH3, then followed by C double bond O and what? And H. So this is what? Ethanal. This is ethanal. So reaction between ethanal and 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. So let's bring the structure of 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine in. That's H2N NH with the vinyl structure. So plus the structure of vinyl 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. Then what will be our product now? What will be the product form? What will be the product form? So there will be what? We are still under condensation reaction. reaction between two molecules with what? With elimination of water. So let's eliminate water molecule. Let's eliminate water molecule. So oxygen from the carbonyl compound will react with hydrogen to give us water. So there will be elimination of water molecule. Then we combine the what? The remaining reactant particles together. So let's combine what we have here together. We have CH3, then with bond, followed by what? Hydrogen with double bond, hydrogen double bond. So it will be bonded with what? 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazone now, because there is what? There is elimination of hydrogen atom from hydrazine will give us hydrazone. So with nitrogen, we have removed this hydrogen, followed by NH, then the structure of vinyl. So this is the product form. This is the product form. So let's name our product form plus the water molecule that we eliminated plus H2O. So what is the product form? The first part of the product is from what? It is from alkanal. The first part of the product is from alkanal. Then an alkanal with two carbon atoms is called what? Ethanal. Ethanal. Then ethanal what? 2,4-dinitrovinyl what? Hydrazone, because there is lots of what? Hydrogen atom from hydrazine. So we call it ethanal 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazone. So that is the name of the product form. Ethanal 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazone. So let's move to the second part of this chemical reaction. So the second part will be reaction between 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine and what? An alkanone. Reaction between alkanone and 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. Now B is alkanone. So reaction between alkanone and 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazone. So I'm going to use a named alkanone. The general formula for alkanone is RCOO what? R. So I will replace these two alkyl group with what? With a known. I will replace the two R with an alkyl group, with a known alkyl groups. So let's replace the first R with an alkyl group. Let me use C2H5, which is known as what? Ethyl. Then followed by C double bond O. Then the second R, I will use methyl, which is CH3. So I've replaced the first R with ethyl, then the second R with what? With methyl. Then reacts with what? 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine, that is H2N, NH. So this is our 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazine. So what will be the product form now? There will be what? Elimination of water. Let's eliminate water. So oxygen and hydrogen will give us water molecule. Then our products will now be, so the C2H5, the carbon atom CH3 will combine with what? The 2,4-dinitrovinyl hydrazone. So our products will now be C2H5, then with this carbon atom CH3 up, then the double bond will join with nitrogen because we have eliminated water molecule. So nitrogen So that is the product form. That is the product form. So let's name our product form plus water molecule plus H2O. So what is the name of this product? Then the first part of the product is from alkanone. It is from an alkanone. So what is the name for an alkanone with 4 carbon atoms? Because we have 2 here, plus 1, that is 3. So what is the name of what? The fourth member of an alkanone. That will be the fourth member of alkanone. We call it what? Butanone. So therefore, the name of this product will be butanone 2,4 danitro vinyl hydrazone. So that is the name of the product form. So that's butanone 2,4 danitro vinyl hydrazone. So the next chemical reaction, this is the number 4, the fourth one. So the next chemical reaction under it is what? Reaction with semine carbazide. So the fifth chemical reaction under condensation reaction is reaction with semine carbazide. Then what is the formula for semine carbazide? That is H2N NHCO NH2. So that is the molecular formula for semine carbazide. So the semine carbazide will react with what? With an alkanal. Let's take reaction between semine carbazide and alkanal. Alkanal with semine carbazide. Alkanal with semine carbazide. So let's take a known alkanal. I'm going to use ethanal. I'm going to use ethanal, which is CH3, C double bond O H. So this is ethanal. Ethanal reacting with what? The semine carbazide, which is H2N NHCO then NH2. So what will be the product form? There will be what? Elimination of water molecule. So let's eliminate water molecule. Since condensation is all about what? Elimination of water molecule between when two reactant molecules combined. So our product will now be CH3 followed by C double bond, then we have H, then this part of the reactant part of alkanal will react with what? Semine carbazone. Because when there's loss of hydrogen atom from carbazide, it will give us carbazone. So our products will now be NHCO then NH2. So we can name the product formed now. Let's name our products. So we have 2 carbon atoms from what? From alkanal. So which is the second member of alkanal, which is called ethanal. So we call it ethanal semine carbazone. Alkanal semine carbazone. That is the name of the product form. So lastly, let's take reaction between alkanone alkanone and semi-carbazide. Alkanone and semi-carbazide. Alkanone and semi-carbazide. So the general formula for alkanone is RCOR. So let's take a named alkanone. CH2, let's use CH3, then C double bond O, then the second R CH3. So plus our semi-carbazide, which is H2N minus NHCO NH2. So what will be the product form? We eliminate water molecule. Elimination of one molecule of water. So our product will now be CH3CH3. So CH3 CH3. The double bond will connect with the what? The other reactant particle, that is NH2. So the other reactant particle is called what? The semi-carbazone. The semi-carbazone. Why this part of the reactant particle is called what? Is under alkanone. An alkanone. Then let's count an alkanone with 3 carbon atoms, because we're having 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3. An alkanone with 3 carbon atoms is called what? Propanone. Propanone. So therefore, the name of this product will be propanone. Propanone semi-carbazone. So our product form is propanone semi-carbazone. Propanone semi-carbazone. So we have come to the end of today's class. I'm going to explain the remaining 2 chemical properties of alkanol and alkanone in my next video. That is oxidation reaction and reaction of alkanol and alkanone with phosphorus 5 chloride. So remember to subscribe to Royal Learning Channel. Share this video with your friends and comment. See you in my next video. Bye.